everybody, and welcome to another episode of Spice of Life. We're hitting you guys with a almost mukbang bang. I don't know how to say it, but y'all gonna come enjoy brunch with us because it's about 10:51, a little bit late start, but we gonna eat this brunch slash breakfast slash lunch, and we gonna talk to you guys about. Okay, we're gonna talk to you guys about 3 questions. Hopefully, if it splits up into multiple episodes, then it's gonna be different. But we gonna talk about just relationship stuff because y'all seem to like them joints, and we never get to really do them. So, without further ado, the first question that we're gonna talk about today is how did we know each other was the one? Do you want me to go first, or you want you to go first? You want me to go first so you can eat a little bit?
I think I'm ready to go.
Already?
Whoa, you're struggling.
Stuff.
So let me just go. I'm just joking.
I'm
Do you
not
want
gonna be
this?
able to eat all this. No, I'm gonna. I can know it.
Don't lie for the camera.
You're right.
I'm just joking.
All right. How did you know I was the one?
I knew that you were the one. Not right away.
Amen.
Probably
Amen.
a little
that don't
bit
hurt my
later.
feelings.
So, I thought you were way out of my league, and it was like a fantasy that I got to date you.
Oh, wow.
So, like, from that perspective, I'm like, wow, he's the one, because I played it up in my head. You know what I mean? But then, realistically...
It came back down. He
No.
The one, y'all.
No, but I'm just saying, like, all of that stuff, it fades. You know what I mean? So, like, then, once we actually started, like... being friends and I like got to know you because this was before I even met you. Like in my head I'm like, I love him, he's so like, I didn't know anything about you, but I'm like, I'm gonna marry this guy. So
that makes sense.
I felt like that was all like a fantasy. But then as I started to get to know you, there were like the one major thing that sticks out in my mind how I knew you were the one was you always tell me what I need to hear and not what I want to hear.
Okay.
And you're always very honest, even if it hurts my feelings. So, like, not in a bad way. And in the moment, I may, like, get mad at you for it, but I definitely need it. So, to me, like, that's how I knew you were the one because I'm like, I've never been with someone or even some of my closest friends have never, like, said things that they knew were going to upset me just for my personal growth and encouragement. And so for me, that was something that I was like, that's a great quality. And like, it takes someone that really cares to do that. And
yes.
So that was one of the major things. And then 2, how I knew you were the one is just, I feel like we relate on a lot of things that I might be like, nervous about. Like I sometimes feel like I'm a weirdo, but you're like, let's embrace the weirdness together.
Amen.
So that like helped me because I was like, wow, he empowers me to like be myself and be me, and not a lot of people do that. Like even the embarrassing sides of me that you might be like, it's a little cringe, but that's you and I love it. So like other people would be like, you gotta chill, like stop.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I was like, he's definitely the one. And then when you met my family and you were like, I love them, they're great. And like,
oh my goodness.
And so I'm like, wow. Like,
shout out to the fam, yo.
True.
Love y'all.
I love you guys too.
I got a picture of y'all wedding in my house, but y'all don't got a picture of your own wedding?
It's true.
In your house? Come on now. How I love y'all wedding more than you do. Thank you for taking us to Cancun though.
Yeah, true. So yeah, just all the like things that I was really nervous about that I've never introduced a guy to my family, never brought him home before, like things like that. And then you passed with flying colors and you were like, it's amazing, you're crazy, what were you talking about? Everything's amazing. And I'm like, wow, he really is the one, because either he's a really good liar, he's just a really good person.
Not a good liar. I'll be like, she fat. No, I'm just saying that. Somebody be like, do I look skinny? But no, you don't. But that's okay though.
Yes.
So we're gonna work on it.
Also, speaking of skinny.
Thick and thin, girl.
That's how I also knew you were the one, because when we met, it's a little chubbier.
I missed her.
And you were still just as nice, just as sweet, and we even started dating at that time.
Yeah.
So those are like, I know that it's not just about my outward appearance and you truly like me for me, which is honestly really important because when it's just about looks, you know, that stuff fades. So definitely like that for me. And you're just always encouraging me. And I just felt like you were every single time anything bad or good or like random would happen, I'd be like, I want to tell Randall, even when we were just friends. So I was like, he's the one, because I pick him over everyone to tell everything to. So
Same's for sure.
yeah.
We get mad when we're not talking or we get in a fight or something, and something good happens. I'm like,
I know, like, I
damn.
want to tell you, but I'm mad at you.
That's gonna be the worst. Amen. Amen. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break because I need something to drink. Yeah. I'm a little salty. We back, and it's my turn. How I knew you were the one. There's multiple times. I think one of the biggest reasons. Sorry that I got the elbows on the table, y'all. We ain't trying to be rude, but this is my apartment, so we gonna eat how we want.
It's our rules.
Listen. That's what Ipion Crockett used to do when he was on Wild 'N Out every 5 seconds. So for how I knew was like kind of like what you said about like the accepting the cringy part. So like I know it's corny, but first of all, how I knew you were the one was on our first date off of the basketball. Let me get a little bit big.
Oh no, I'm embarrassed. Cut that out.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I probably got a whole bunch of my beard. That's part of the mukbang. You just supposed to.
But you don't care. I care.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Yeah, when we went on our first date, Alanna, it was great. It was like hanging out with a friend. And I was like, this is probably just going to be a friendship. And that's the end of it. And then Alanna ended the date by giving me this like basketball, which I lost.
Yeah.
I don't know where
it's okay.
it
I
is.
stole it from Devin. Shout out to Devin.
Shout out to Devin. I lost it, but she gave me this basketball and she said, listen, I shot my shot. The ball's in your court and you do with this whatever you want to do. Talking, simplifying like the relationship.
Because I asked you on the date.
Yes, you asked me on the date.
So that was me shooting my shot.
You shot your shot.
I've never asked someone on a date before.
Listen, it worked. And I was going to just be like, hey, let's just be friends. I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. And literally after that, I was just like, shoot, I can't let this girl go. Ain't no girl do something like that. And like, even though you don't think that you do, that confidence that you show, even if it's like 1, 2, 3, okay, I'm gonna do it. Them joints are the things that I love about you.
My heart was pounding that night. I was thinking about it since the drive home.
Oh, gosh.
Like, about to tell you, and I was like, it's okay. I was like, he's gonna think it's stupid, just don't do it.
Yeah.
And then you were about to walk away, and I was like, well, and I was just like, and pulled it out, because that's what I have to do. The countdown.
Listen, that joint was like oh my gosh, no girls ever, like for me, I understand what it's like to like put yourself out there. I do it all the time. And side note, you just have to become more comfortable with it. You still get those same butterfly feelings every single time. So don't think those feelings are you saying or your body telling you can't do it. Everybody has that awkwardness, that fear. But the more and more you do it, the more and more you know how to deal with it. But that's a lot of my life is putting myself out there. And so for you to be able to do that, automatic, super attracted to you after that. And like that's just not a rare quality to find in women. And for me, I need somebody like that.
Wait, it's not a rare quality or it is?
It is a rare quality.
Okay.
My bad, I said that wrong. I did a double negative.
I was like, wait.
No, it's a rare quality to find in people. I won't just say women. In people. Putting yourself out there is really hard. And that's like something that I pride myself on of like, no, we got to be authentic. We got to be real. Y'all got to see the crust in my eyes and my nose. You don't got to see all that. But I'm saying like, that's just me. So for you to do that without us even really, really dating, I was like, oh, she got the glimmer. She got the little salt, the spice of life on her. I was like, I gotta get with that. And like, especially if, like I said, for me, That's super important because you're not like, come on, let's do this right now. I don't care who's watching, let's go.
Yes.
And it's like a lot of people say that they want that type of stuff, but then when it actually happens, they be like, oh no, like my comfort zone.
I know, because even for me, sometimes I'm like, wait, I'm not ready.
No, and I'm like, girl, come on. And I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but it is a black culture thing as well.
I believe
because I don't care what nobody says. No matter what, if you black, people looking at you, people staring at you, especially if you in the like West Virginia or something like that. There's nothing you could do, and I always laugh at people that feel like not laugh because some of it is real, but like when people feel like everybody's looking at them.
It's just hard for you to sympathize with that because you live it.
There you go. It's hard for me to sympathize with it because I'm like, you've been on dates with me in those situations where I'm just like, literally, as soon as you step into a room, everybody looks at you. So
it's true. Like, but before we started dating, I was one of those people that was like, I feel like everyone's looking at me. Like, I can't do things. Like, and then I just had to tell myself, like, you're not that important, Alanna. Like, people are not looking at you. It's in your mind. Excuse me. So,
you're good.
And, but then once I did start dating you, I realized, like, obviously the people weren't staring at me, they were staring at you, but then I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is what it actually feels like to be stared at, because like when we'd walk into stores like holding hands and like together, and then it started to make me like worried, like why is everyone looking, like it makes me feel like we're doing something wrong, or like you know, and that like I'm not like I've experienced anything like what you have, but I'm just saying it gave me a little glimpse to be like, oh, like nobody's staring at me ever. Like, like, so, but I think until you have that perspective, and it all comes down to what we always say, like, you need friends outside of your culture, outside of your race. Like, so.
Just so you get a healthy balance of what the world is actually like.
Right. And you can understand perspectives and how your actions affect other people, or just like your daily things that you don't even think about how that's affecting others and things like that. So no, definitely. I don't know what your point was.
No, I know. I was like, we went on a interracial dating drink, but we could do another. Listen, y'all. I need y'all. Y'all be loyal with the likes. Y'all be loyal with the views. The next thing we need from Fettuccine TV is the comments, y'all. It's an interaction. It's about us, me and you, Alanna, Spice of Life, Game Day, all them different joints, Truth Podcast. Listen, y'all gotta be in these comments, speaking your truth, speaking what y'all want us to talk about. Because if not, it's just gonna be us just pulling stuff out our booties and just giving it to y'all. And it's like, if y'all want to do anything, if y'all want us to do a challenge, do anything, let us know and we'll
I'm up
do
for the
it.
challenge.
Yes.
I love challenges.
Because if not, it's just going to be us playing serve 'em ups every time. Like, we don't know what to do. So please, shout out to Yvette. She be in the comments all the time.
True.
Yvette, tell us what you want us to do. We'll do it, girl.
Love you, Yvette.
But yes, that was my point of stepping out there, putting yourself out there, or just being like, okay, this is what it's going to take being with somebody like me. Another thing is just you are the most supportive person or supportive girl that I know.
You think that?
Yes. Yo, okay, this is what I'm talking about. So first of all, this dang YouTube channel, come on, y'all. Y'all know it's putting yourself out there. Like, that's a big risk. Hey, welcome to Fettuccine. What is a fettuccine? Like, I get it. I understand. But, like, this is what I want to do. And it's not something that I want to get famous off of. I'm just bored. And God got me in a situation right now where I have to be patient. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just be patient and do things that I want to do while I have the opportunity to. And every single video that I post, to be able to just do this, because you know people making fun of us, y'all. Y'all over here making fun of us while you watching it right now. Excuse me.
Whoa.
Excuse me. I am sorry. But, like, to be able to just be like, all right, I'm going to just love my man no matter what. That is huge for me. I don't know if it's huge for anybody else, but this is how I knew you were the one, of how supportive you are. Again, putting yourself out there and just being like, I don't know what this boy talking about. I'm going to just support him and we going to ride together or die together. And I'm like, that's what it needs to be. Like, that's what I look for anyway.
It's true. I feel that.
That was like huge for me. I'm like, you do that with everything. Like, Yeah, I say this every time. Her watching all of One Piece, yo, like anime fans will know. That's a big deal. The fact that you're like, oh, you on episode 998? Give me a few months. Boo, and you caught up.
Kind of a
Like,
crazy person
there's
about
people
it.
that have still not even watched any episode of One Piece. And the fact that you actually like it.
I do like it. I do. I love it.
Like, it's not one of those things where it's just like, I just do this for my boy, like, because he's my boyfriend. You're like, no, I actually enjoy it. Like, this is actually fire. The fact you got a dang tattoo of Chopper, yo.
True.
But, what's it called? Like, it's actually tough. Like, stuff like that. Another thing, and I know you'd be like, what? Yo, the fact that you held down a job in college, like, for real, that's,
So
yo,
funny you always say that.
that's such a big deal. Like, yo, the fact that you went from Old Navy to Torrid, you not even a plus size girl, being an assistant manager at a plus size store. Like, the way that you were just able to hold it down during college, and like you just like, it's work, yo. Like, that's just what it is. So
Well,
many
I wouldn't
people.
be going to college if I didn't have a job, so.
No, I know, but I'm just saying you held it down. Like,
Thanks,
that's a
babe.
great quality to have, yo. And like for me, I was just like, yo, she's a hard worker. Like, it don't matter where you work, wherever. If you can hold down a job, that's a great quality. Boy, girl, whatever. That's a great quality. If you can hold down a job, even if it sucks and you don't like it, that is a great quality.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
especially with my family, you know, like hard to easy, like hard work. That's huge for us. So
Yeah.
like, for me to be able to see, oh, she has these characteristics already, without even me like meeting you. That's awesome. And I know for you, it's just like that's second nature. But you don't realize how many people are so spoiled, especially in our generation,
I believe it.
that can't hold down hard work. Like, yo,
Don't say any names.
no,
Oh.
I'm not gonna say no names. No, we know that.
I was like,
like my boy.
no, I was like, what are you about to say?
My boy Marcus, like I don't know, I don't know nobody named Marcus, but I do. But he's a hard worker. What's it called? I got shout out to you, Marcus. What's it called? No, I'm just saying like, there's so many people, especially in our generation, that cannot handle pressure or hard work. And I know you under pressure is not the best, but like I'm saying like real like life pressure. Like I'd be like, name 5 Michael Jackson songs right now, go!
Yeah.
And it's like, you're like, Candy Girl! I'm like, oh, gosh. Like, not like that. I'm talking about just like, yo, like, we gotta grind. We're gonna be here for a minute. Like,
Yeah.
yo, the whole Southside stuff, working at this church, I couldn't be with nobody else, yo. Because they'd be like, quit today. They'd be like Job's wife. Just curse God and die, yo, because this is not the move. But the fact that you like, this is not the move. But I know that God has a better perspective than we do. So I'm just going to support you and tell you to keep going when I feel like quitting. So
Yeah, he's gonna work it out. For
that's
sure.
that's one of those things I'm like, yo, I'm not finding that anywhere else, though. I promise you. And like,
That's good, because I'm not
like,
trying to have
yeah.
you leave me.
No, I'm not.
I'm just joking.
That's like another thing though. Like, I guess we could talk about that. Like, that's like one thing that I think a lot of people miss out too, is like, it can't just be all about looks. Like, I think you're beautiful. I love you.
Thank you.
And I think you look good. It's just one of those things where it's like, yo, that can't be it.
No, that's true.
You gotta find
We're gonna
somebody.
get old, hairy,
Yeah,
wrinkly.
come on. Things gonna sag and it's not gonna look good no more.
True.
The belly coming soon. Like, that's just what it's gonna be.
Mine probably sooner than later. I'll just be honest.
If you have a baby, then the belly gonna come. I'm talking about just like the belly. But what's it called? Like, that drink gonna come, and it's like, you gotta have qualities that like surpass the physical stuff, because if not, that's why we watching This Is Us. That's why you gonna get into situations like that where you just
Sorry, I
like,
have to sneeze.
bless you. What's it called? Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
We're gonna get into situations like that where it's hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, like,
And that's why I feel like it's good that, like, I know at first when we first started dating, I did not like how you were like, let's have these deep talks every single day. And I'm like, Please. I can't. I just want to watch a movie. But, like, now I understand and I'm, like, in agreement with you. Like, we do need to have those talks even when we don't want to because, like, it's one of those things that in the moment, if one of us may not want to have that conversation in the moment, we both always come out of it benefiting and, like, learning more about each other. And I just feel like, not that it's a sacrifice, but, like, those little talks are something that I'm, like, thankful for now that I didn't want in the moment. But, like, now because my thought process has changed, then I want to have talks that you may not want to have in the moment. But I'm like, listen, like, it's like, it goes both ways now. But in the beginning, I feel like it was just you. And I'm like, let's just chill. You're cute. I'm cute. Let's chill.
No, I remember that.
So,
because, y'all, forgive me, y'all. Back in, about, what's say, 4 years ago? We've been there for 40 years? 4 years? 4 years ago, man, off of like this first date, I was asking some personal
was getting
questions.
crazy.
Listen, I was at a stage in my life where I didn't have time to waste. I was in my senior year of my second college that I was just like, I can't waste no more time. I gotta go. If you gonna be down, I wanna be down. If you gonna be down, like, you gotta answer these questions. You gonna get the results right away, and after that we gonna move. So, well,
we made it.
We did, but it was very personal, and that's just me. I'm just like, listen, cut the BS. Let's get it done. If you my friend, you my friend. If you not, you not, and that's okay. We don't gotta see each other. We don't gotta talk to each other. I can still get the job done, but I just think a lot of times there's so much fluff in relationships, like just with people, not even just dating.
Right, like relationships in general.
Yeah, there's just so much fluff that I'm just like, listen, we are not really friends. But I especially like Christianity, it's like we connected through Christ, and that's it. But that's okay. That's a lot to be connected with. But besides that, like, we don't got to spend every waking moment together. But that's another thing with me, too, is, like, people think that I'm like, yo, I'm your best friend. And I'm just
You're
like,
definitely a quantity over quality person.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, no, wait, quality over quantity. I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, am I? I was waiting for you to finish.
You were, like, agreeing. You're like,
yeah, I was like, sometimes you be knowing something I don't know. I'm just like, just let her go because you're going to say something dumb.
No, quality over quantity because you're like, if we're just sitting in silence, not doing anything, I got other things to do.
Yes.
But if we're
another episode to film.
You're like, but if we're having a good conversation, or even if you only have a good conversation with someone for 30 minutes, you'd rather that than like 4 hours of like just chilling.
No, yeah,
but
no.
I definitely, it depends on like who it is. If it's someone that you've already had that quality time with, then yes, you'll just be just chilling like us. I know like we don't talk all the time.
We talk a lot.
We do talk a lot, but I mean, there are some days we just chill like yesterday.
But that was because JJ was here. Shout out to JJ. Hopefully you made it safe. He didn't text me back, but JJ's the worst texter.
Oh, dang.
So he's safe though.
Hopefully he texted Courtney. He made it.
He definitely did, and he FaceTimed her.
Okay.
But what's it called? Shout out to Courtney. We about to play Super Mario Party when it comes out in October.
I'm so excited.
And you and Courtney beat Streets of Rage 4. Y'all did it.
Oh.
That was rough. But what's it called? Yeah, no, you're right. Was that like you like segueing into the advice?
No, I don't know. Are you done?
She said, I want some more things.
No, I'm just saying I don't want to cut you off.
Are you finished or are you done?
Don't you have more to say?
Yes, exactly.
No, it wasn't like that.
Also, like, I'll talk about that with
Thank you for watching another episode of Spice of Life. Don't forget to like and